Welcome to Build Maker. In today's video, we'll see how a family slowly builds a strong wooden duplex house in the middle of a snowstorm using wood. Standing in the middle of the fierce snowstorm, they measure and place each wooden log with precision, making sure the foundation of the duplex is strong and lasting. He carefully lifts the heavy wooden log and sets it onto the wall, making sure each part stays straight so the entire wooden cabin gets a strong foundation. While the heavy log hangs in the air, the workers climb onto the wall and align its position, ensuring the main support beams of the structure sit perfectly in a straight line. He carefully arranges the heavy wooden stair steps, making sure each step is placed evenly, so the path upward becomes completely sturdy. They measure and cut the thick wooden planks and place them at the base of the stairs, ensuring the entire staircase stays perfectly level with the log cabin wall. The workers are fully focused as they install the wooden frame of the upper floor, aligning each beam correctly to ensure a strong foundation for the second level of the house. The team shows excellent coordination as they lift the heavy wooden planks together, making sure the upper floor's surface becomes perfectly even and firmly supported. They are lifting the large OSB floor sheet to the upper level and placing it precisely on the beams, ensuring the entire floor gets a strong, even, and long-lasting foundation. The workers are slowly setting the long wooden truss, lowered from the crane, into the correct angle, and the whole team is coordinating to build a strong roof structure. The worker cleans the damaged section of the floor and installs a wooden support cut to the correct size, ensuring the new board stays firmly in place and the structure beneath the floor becomes even stronger. As one log after another is added, the upper part of the house begins to take full shape and the sloped roof design gradually forms, making the entire cabin look even more solid and complete. The workers carefully lift the large logs onto the upper wall and set them in the correct position, ensuring the entire top structure stands evenly and the upcoming roof work can move forward smoothly. They carefully push the huge log into place on the upper wall, while the co-workers below help maintain balance so the wood fits perfectly. He carefully climbs onto the sloped upper section and holds the heavy log in place, ensuring the main roof support stands firmly and the structure becomes more stable. The thick wooden log is being carefully placed on the sloped beam, and as each part is fitted perfectly, the complete roof structure gradually takes shape. Standing on the upper slope section, he aligns the long decking board into the correct position, ensuring the entire roof surface forms evenly and making it easier to install the next sheet. One by one, the wooden decking boards are being placed into position, and the workers carefully measure to ensure each board fits perfectly, forming a strong and even roof. The excess edges of the roof decking boards are being carefully trimmed with a power saw, ensuring the entire edge stays perfectly straight and making it easier to install the next sheet. They are placing the long wooden sheets onto the roof frame, aligning each piece correctly so the entire roof gets an evenly strong foundation. After cutting off the excess parts, they install a long support beam at the front, which will firmly hold the entire edge of the roof and make attaching the next sheet even easier. They are fixing the gaps between the roof panels and aligning each board in a straight line, ensuring the wooden base placed on the floor gets an even stronger foundation. He measures and marks the correct spacing of the rafters, aligning each wooden frame along the designated lines so the entire roof structure can form evenly and correctly. He carefully cuts the log, extending from the corner of the roof with a chainsaw, ensuring the roof edge becomes completely even and aligns perfectly with the rest of the structure. A long wooden support beam is being installed in the middle of the wall, and the workers hold it from both sides to align its position so it increases the wall's strength and makes the entire structure more durable. They are fitting the OSB panels into place together, aligning each board perfectly so the second floor takes full shape and becomes even stronger. They measure and place the OSB sheet on the second floor, checking by hand to ensure each board aligns correctly so the entire surface becomes perfectly even. They are installing the correctly sized wood on the side section of the roof, fitting each board perfectly so the entire structure becomes stronger and more evenly built. Joins firmly so the entire structure becomes safer and more durable. They are cutting off the excess parts of the OSB board with a chainsaw along a precise line, ensuring the board fits properly inside the frame and the structure stands even stronger. Using glue and a nail gun, they set the long piece of wood along the correct line, and with each strike, it fits tightly, making the entire frame structure more stable. They are cutting the OSB board according to the exact measurements, following every line precisely so
Okay. You want to hold
they carefully hold the large OSB board and lower it onto the joists, ensuring it sits on the correct line, so the floor's foundation becomes strong and evenly built. They carefully lift the large OSB board onto the roof rafters, aligning it properly to ensure the entire sheet sits correctly and forms a strong base. After placing the board in the right position, they secure it firmly by nailing around the edges with a nail gun, making the first layer of the roof completely stable. Following the marked lines, ensuring the window frame becomes perfectly even. The excess logs sticking out around the window are being trimmed with a chainsaw to make them even, ensuring the entire area becomes perfectly straight and clean for installing the frame. Following the markings, the extra wood is cut off to shape the opening precisely, so the window can later fit into place smoothly without any obstruction. They are installing long wooden boards along the roof slope, securing each piece with nails perfectly aligned to the line, ensuring the roof gets a strong and durable base. With care and precise skill, the craftsman installs the wooden sheet on the roof, then applies foam sealant to strengthen the joints, making the entire structure even stronger. They carefully cut off the excess roof wood with a chainsaw, ensuring the roof edges become even and precise, making the entire wooden structure look stronger and more refined. They lift the heavy BCI joist and place it onto the roof, aligning each beam precisely along the correct line to form a strong frame. The joists are gently lowered onto the wooden decking and arranged at equal spacing, ensuring the roof structure becomes stronger and more balanced. The carpenters are laying the I-joists along the roof slope, creating a perfect line. By placing each joist at equal spacing, the entire roof structure becomes stronger and more balanced. The extra round logs extending from the roof edge are being precisely cut off with a chainsaw or being chucked from mouths, making the roof line perfectly straight and clean. A long wooden board is being neatly installed at the very bottom edge of the roof. The carpenters tighten it securely with a drill, ensuring the roof structure remains strong and stable.
This guy.
They are installing a thick wooden board along the entire roof edge and tightening it with screws, aligning every corner to create a strong, straight, and clean finished rim line. They carefully lift the OSB sheet, align it with the joint below, and place it onto the floor. Then secure it tightly with screws to reinforce the extended part of the new house. The worker uses a chainsaw to even out the edges of the logs, giving the window opening a more precise shape and creating proper space for the fittings. They carefully lift the large OSB sheet and set it onto the roof, aligning it with the frame below and securing it firmly so the entire roof is covered evenly. To install the window frame, the craftsman uses a table saw to cut the long pieces of wood to precise measurements, ensuring each piece fits perfectly. One person holds the side frame of the window while another uses a hammer to tap the wood along the marked line, setting it perfectly straight. They carefully lift the board and set it on the roof, ensuring the entire roof structure is covered evenly and made stronger and properly prepared. And connects perfectly with the upper log. The workers unroll the membrane and lay it over the roof, setting it perfectly to ensure that when snow melts, no water can enter the house. The membrane is stretched and aligned smoothly over the sloped roof, covering every section evenly to make the entire roof completely waterproof. The workers carefully lift the heavy window frame and, matching the measurements, set it into the designated spot so the new window can be installed perfectly straight and securely. The final layer has also been laid correctly, and with that, the entire roofing work is officially completed. They install the wooden trim perfectly around the window, adjusting the fit so the window stays firmly in place and gives the entire cabin a clean, finished look. Wood pieces cut to size are being installed around the window frame, each piece carefully set and tightened with screws to make the house look even more attractive. They are installing a beautiful wooden sill beneath the window, adjusting each piece to the correct measurement so the interior window design looks cleaner and more attractive. They are installing precisely cut wooden trim around the window, ensuring the frame stands firmly and blends nicely with the log wall to create a clean, even finish. They align each piece of wood to reinforce the railing frame, ensuring both safety and style in harmony with the house's overall design. At the end of the day, this finished home proves that when skill and heart come together, dreams truly come to life. The entire house now stands as a reliable place of peace and comfort.